Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Day 3 broadcast of the Legends Basketball Association. So, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who've gotten a minor rebrand that I wanted to do myself. I kind of wanted to give them an updated look, and I felt it looked better with black in the uniform, and I love it. I love the way it turned out. So, we have the Thunder, who've made a couple trades because a few of their stars are hurt, and they felt the need to go out and replace them because they're going to be out for a while. So they decided to go out and get Kevin Durant and Tracy McGrady. Now, McGrady was in Tulsa, and there's like 6 teams involved. It was the second set of 6-team trades. Overall, the end result is going to be very interesting because Tulsa wanted to get a great point guard out of Tracy McGrady going to the Thunder, and they ended up with Russell Westbrook. So I think the 66ers are going to be happy, the Thunder are happy, and we're going to see the Thunder take on the Mavericks right now.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Game 1 of the NBA season. A time of hope. A time of optimism.
That word again.
You know what? That was so, I don't know, it was so deep and it was so heartfelt the way I delivered it, I thought. I almost can't go on. I'm just bright-eyed and busy today. Oh, well, let's move on. Kenny's here. Shaq is here.
All right. Are you a rabbit?
Tonight, it'll be Dallas going up against Oklahoma City. And guys, for Oklahoma City, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And Brook Lopez, a player we'll see in action here, he's had his trouble with injuries in the past, but when he's on the floor, he can put up big numbers.
You know, you look at his career, it's clear he's one of the most consistent players in the league. He always comes to play. Always finds a way to make an impact for his team.
You know what, Ernie, sometimes during the game, his numbers go under the radar. You don't even know that he's like piling them up. And then at the end of the game, you look around 2010. You're like, wow, how did he do that? He sneaks up on you, and he's one of the best players in the NBA.
And that's about it. With tip-off fast approaching, we send it to Kevin Harlan.
Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see Oklahoma City and Dallas. Dwight Howard is out with an injury. Boy, this is really tough. Tough to not see him out there with that team.
Yeah, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of the injury. Well, we only got a preliminary diagnosis after he came out of that previous game, but now they sound sure about it, and hopefully we see him back on the court in less than a month.
Well, that's great news, especially for those of us who happened to watch what happened to him. I mean, it was shocking, and you could sense definitely his frustration with the injury.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Collison. Brook Lopez is out there with Wallace, and it's Durant, and it's McGrady in at the 2 guard. Now here's Thomas. Well, Isaiah Thomas, a first-time All-Star in 2016, only the second player in NBA history, 5'9" or shorter, to merit that honor. I didn't know that.
Yeah, following in the footsteps of the legendary Calvin Murphy, and for a guy taken with the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft, Thomas no longer Mr. Irrelevant. Another step in his quest to become the best under 6-foot basketball player to ever lace him up.
And he knocks down the first one. Grant just how long do you give yourself as a team before you start planning ahead, looking to next year?
Well, I think general managers, or at least the smart ones, Kevin, are always doing that.
Looking.
And not just next year. They're looking to 2 or 3 seasons from now, setting themselves up with cap space, player room, and player movement, even trades enter the picture. So it's an ongoing process, but for a basketball team, your focus is the next game. Always a steady hand there at the free throw line.
McGrady kicks to Lopez. Wallace with a screen for Durant. To the paint. Here's McGrady, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And for being such a phenomenal scorer, Durant also seems to improve every year as a playmaker.
Goodrich dishes to Thomas. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Really left alone that time.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Absolutely not. Bottom line is the D has to do everything it can to prevent him from getting that deep.
Now here's Collison. Durant kicks to Lopez. English pulls it in.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
To the inside, Jordan. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. Back to McGrady. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. There's the screen. Clock at 6. And for 3, Collison. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Randolph passes to Jordan. Goodrich with it. Now McGrady defending. Goodrich dishes to Randolph. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Could be. D willing to give that one up, and that mid-range jumper is his favorite.
Now here's Collison. McGrady outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Dallas, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Thomas kicks to English. He dishes it to Jordan. Dallas moving it around. Here's Goodrich. The putback. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Oklahoma City trails by 4 and stolen by Jordan. Thomas passes to Goodrich. Lopez with the block. Collison against Thomas. Collison kicks to McGrady. To stop the drought, buries the long-range jumper. McGrady's got 5.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
To the inside, knocked loose. Back to Thomas. Wallace against Randolph. High post try. Good on the jump shot.
Oh, great move there. That spin just dusted the defense.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wallace the screen. Collison kicks to McGrady. A stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 7.
And that's what you need to do. When you're the bigger man, you have to punish the defender inside.
Thomas against Collison. And it's sent back by Wallace. And he recovers it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And so it's Dallas with it. And it's Goodrich missing.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Dallas shooting a lowly 30% to start this game. Now the pass to Goodrich. Kicks to English. Jordan with the screen on Durant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Harper's checked in for Lopez. Dallas shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Oklahoma City trails by 4. McGrady kicks to Parker and stolen by Jordan. Tipped away. Pass to Thomas. Inside. And it's good, assisting on the play was Jordan.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Collison. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. English dishes to Goodrich. Thomas kicks to Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got his second basket of the night. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And stolen by Thomas. To the middle. Randolph can't hit.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just to cruise in for a layup.
Dallas leading by 8. Goodrich with it. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in aggression and controlling the backboard.
Durant kicks to McGrady. Looking to end the run, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The buckets, he'll go to the line. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw, no good for McGrady. Brett, I know you're interested in coaching. You've been approached by several teams in the league. You see some coaches who like to do platoon substitutions, others who prefer to stagger minutes and blend starters with put on your coach's hat here for a second. How would you approach that?
Well, I think it has to do with who you have on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to say I'll be a coach no matter who I have, because your first good and your second 5 maybe you like to play open gym with, and you don't want those guys in the game. So I'm always in favor of keeping one of your main stars on the floor as a conduit and the guy who can keep the rhythm of the offense going, help guys out, establish some confidence, and then swapping those guys out. And then obviously in crunch time, you're putting your best 5 on the floor to go at another team. But a lot of coaches have differing views on that. I love the fact that you can platoon guys. I'm not liking the wholesale
5 for 5
shift change. We won't do that.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea for them, a little quick breather.
Well, take your breather, but then come up with a game plan or a set that produces something high percentage. Let's get back on track.
Dallas making a switch here. Harper's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. DeRozan's checked in. Dallas leading by 4. Passes it to Randall. Back to Harper. To the left wing. Puts it up from 15. English misses.
And you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Denver.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous driving the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Here's Harper, following the score by DeMar. Just 5 on the clock. Harper kicks to English, pulls up, high post, good as the jump shot falls. English has got 5 now.
Man, he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there on a roll.
Durant, no good.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
Dishes it to Randolph. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
Impressive to see that type of offensive onslaught on the road. They had the crowd stunned. Those fans couldn't believe how thoroughly their guys got dismantled tonight.
Now here's Collison, following the miss by Zach Rendon. Here's Harper. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Goodrich. No good on the triple.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Dallas. Down low. It's deflected. Durant with the steal. Parker with no one around, and he hits it to tie the game up. Parker's got his first bucket of the night. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan going into the first game of the season. He said we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And so here is Oklahoma City following the three-point basket by Dallas. Here's McGrady, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. McGrady's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. Harper kicks to English. Now the dish to Jordan. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Durant.
Well, he's the last guy you want to leave open there, but somehow he didn't knock it down.
Jordan against Parker. Screened by Parker. DeRozan. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Goodrich with it. Now McGrady defending.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't got one to fall in the court. And DeMar DeRozan, kind of a throwback, you know, for this day and age when we talk so much about the three-point shot, because he's not a guy that's going to bomb you to death from deep. He's a high flyer who's going to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. And to me, that's extremely important because the more attempts at the line you get, the more opportunities you have to set your defense. And so he beats people with that polished mid-range game and shoots an incredible number at that line. And those are reasons why this guy continues to improve and become one of the best at that off-guard position.
Here is Harper. Here's Mirotic. Dallas again missing. Durant, the pass to Exum. Feeds it to DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan. And looking at how DeRozan gets his points last season, Greg, he made great strides in becoming a more efficient shooter.
Yeah, and for a guy who didn't take a lot of threes, the field goal accuracy wasn't all that great for a number of seasons. But last year, DeRozan was more patient, took better shots. He also became more of a conscientious playmaker, which his teammates, no doubt, appreciate.
Now Durant, following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Inside, out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 13-5 run here. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Exum. And Oklahoma City leads by 2.
Hard to find a player with better mid-range accuracy than Durant, especially for the amount of shots that he takes.
Now Mirotic. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The feed now to Harper. Jordan the screen from deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Oklahoma City out in front. as they end the first quarter on a 15-5 run. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
And with all the weapons around him now, it'll be harder to deny him the ball. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, I just really love that they're playing with their hearts tonight, contesting shots, making their opponent work for every point.
Winslow is out there with Miritich. Then it's Derek Harper. Then it's Collins. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And last year, I felt like Brook Lopez showed why he's a max guy when healthy. I mean, not only did he maintain terrific all-around play, but he improved in some categories. And I love what he looked like on the defensive boards. Remember of the aggressiveness he showed when he first burst on the scene back in 08.
Here is Harper. He feeds it to Collins. On the screen, here's Miritich, and he's good on the three ball. Miritich just got himself on the board with three there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Gosh, what from that?
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Harper kicks to Miritich. Jordan the screen. Winslow against Wallace. Winslow dishes to Collins. Lets the three fly. Here's Miritich. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And it's DeRozan missing. Dallas trails by 4. Collins passes to Harper. Pass to Collins. He kicks it to Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 6 points. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Barnes sets a screen for Exum. Barnes up. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Hits the three-point bomb. DeRozan's got the lead up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. Dallas shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Harper kicks to Jordan. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Beautiful feed there, using the bounce pass, textbook assist.
On the wing, Barnes. Back to Exum. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Exum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, crafty pass inside gets him that nice look.
Harper kicks to Miritich. Shoots off the screen. Offensive rebound. Short. And it's sent back by Wallace. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Randolph comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Derek Harper. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Baddest ones checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Miritich has a wide open look. Cans it from downtown. He's got 6.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now here's Barnes. His last outing, he had 18 points. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
Collins kicks to Thomas. He dishes it to Winslow. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Thomas kicks to Winslow. Randolph a screen. Winslow dishes to Miritich. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
He's against Randolph. Lopez with the bucket. Dallas trails by 6 to the paint. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Zach Randolph, once a double-double machine, had a harder time producing at that same rate last season.
True, but he has aged well overall because he's a power guy whose game relies more on skill and instincts than quickness.
Well said.
And the difference last season was that he couldn't sustain energy for as many minutes per game. He can still dominate for stretches at both ends, but just not as long.
That free throw missing. Well, you look at the Spurs, the Warriors, the Atlanta Hawks. These are offenses that teams want to be like.
Well, anytime that you move the basketball quickly and crisply, Kevin, you're going to move the defenses around. And as soon as those shifts happen, that's where great offenses take advantage of poor positional defense.
Good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City leading by 5. McGrady outside. On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Collins. They get it back. Here's McGrady. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First one falls. And McGrady drops them both. Dallas trails by 7. Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's English. He's got 5. Thomas passes to Randall. The 8-footer. And it's in off the backboard. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
And really a good defensive effort there to protect the rim, but the positioning just too good. Got to deny him the ball before he gets to that spot.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball, and not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul. But if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you. Or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you. That one falls. And now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
McGrady is screen on Collins. On the wing, Barnes. Back to McGrady. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McGrady's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
Thomas kicks to English. To the inside. His first shot coming late. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Collins.
You're not going to see him miss too many from there, just a handful to defend.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Goodrich is checked in for Collins. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Oklahoma City.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. McGrady kicks to Barnes. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Parker's checked in. On the wing, Barnes. McGrady against Goodrich. McGrady kicks to Lopez. Up again. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Pass to Goodrich. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's Barnes. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
The free throw off from Barnes. You know, Brent, every player is forced to figure out what they want to do when their career comes to a close. How did you choose to join us here in broadcasting, and how has that transition been for you?
Well, I'm a big video game player, Kevin, so here I am.
Good.
Thanks a lot.
And you're a good one.
I love to play, and now I got boys that do the same thing, so it's one big happy circle.
And plus, it's kind of like brushing up on the league, too, because there's so many stories and the way players play. A lot of things develop in your mind, I'm sure, as you watch it play.
If I can be serious for a moment, Kevin, my dad was a broadcaster for quite some time, and I always felt like after my playing career I might have an opportunity to do the same. And here I am, very fortunate to continue to talk about the game I love.
The Berries are blessed with beautiful voices.
And that's alliteration.
Now, here is McGrady, following the miss by Zach Randolph. McGrady kicks to Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lopez hits them both.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now here's Goodrich, looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks to Randolph. 9 feet out. That one wide left.
Fantastic team defensive effort there. They made him uncomfortable taking that inside look, and it showed in the release.
Here is Durant. Fades back. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Mirotic kicks to Goodrich. Six to shoot. Thomas a screen on Collison. Offensive rebound. Randolph. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here's a look at the stats for Randolph. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 15 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Collison. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Good from Collison. Dallas shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Outside Thomas. Four on the shot clock. Here's Mirotic. Dallas again missing.
Yeah, it's one of those quarters where you're just incredibly frustrated that you did not impact wanted to. So nothing going right now. He's been precise on offense. I don't think he's made one mistake on that end of the floor so far.
Dallas trails by 11. Dallas calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
A different look for Dallas. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Harper in for Isaiah Thomas. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Randolph a screen. Goodrich dishes to Harper. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. Harper's got 6 points.
Not a lot of talk going on defensively. That's a good shot for him.
Knocked loose. Pass break, Dallas. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Now here's Collison. Durant for three. Second chance shot, and Parker puts it in. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Harper with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Randolph passes to Goodrich. Nice job coming off that screen. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And DeRozan kicks to Lopez. Pulls it from 20. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got his third assist on the night. Dallas shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Well, every year you see Kevin Durant putting up huge numbers on offense and is always in the mix when it comes to the scoring title. Brent, there is just no easy way to slow him down.
Well, it's one thing, Kevin, to score and be explosive that way. It's another thing to be efficient in your scoring. He's never averaged less than 20 points per game since coming into the league, and he's never dipped below 25 points since his rookie year. That's amazing stuff. And he puts all those huge numbers up, an incredibly efficient shooting percentage.
.40 seconds left to play in the first half. Randolph dishes to Jordan. Here's Goodrich, 5 to shoot. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from DeRozan.
His offense just has not been there tonight, and he needs to step up his game because there's still time to recover.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Just not his night so far, guys.
And here is Harper. He's got 8. From deep. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. You know, this team, they stretch you out so much, you got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. Yeah. I think Kevin Harlan should call the second half. How about you?
I agree.
Yeah, just like he did the first half.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.